Hi, this is Oz Almighty with the promised tutorial video on tournaments, how they'll work, where to find them, how to participate, so on and so on. So getting started, there are 3 ways to find Fleet Battle tournaments. 2 of them are on Facebook. One is found by searching Fleet Battle Tournaments info page. The info page is a place where you can go just to keep up on the news with Fleet Battle tournaments. Any updates, things like that, news will be posted there. The second Facebook is a Facebook community. There you can meet other players, chat with other people there, upload screenshots, memes, whatever it is you want to do. Just basically have fun. It will be a very relaxed community. And then the last area and the essential area is the website. It will be found at fleetbattletournaments.jimdofree.com. You go to the web page, and there the first thing you see is this. And the upper left corner there, where the 3 bars are, gives you to Insight links, as well as one of the areas is a blog section. There are some preset blogs that you're welcome to join, and if there's something there that or if there's something not there, a topic not there that you'd like to see, you can either use the chat icon to the lower left of the screen to request that, or hit me up in the community page on Facebook or whatever with your suggestions. That chat icon, we'll get into that more later, but that is an important part here. And to the lower right is a page translator. Right now it's in 2 languages. You can switch between English and Spanish. May add more languages later, but right now those are the only 2 that I have. If you scroll down in the site, you come to more links. This is most, but not all of them. They include Smuttlworks Facebook page, Fleet Battle Tournament app download, and so on. The 2 that I have circled are the tournament rules. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you go there, you'll find out the rules to the current tournament, and below that is the tournament registration, which will tell you how to register to join the tournament. Then back to the chat icon. There's 3 reasons you may use that. One is to register for a tournament. The second one is to report scores during the tournament. And the third is for suggestions, comments, ideas, things like that. If you're posting just for your comments or suggestions, you don't have to leave a name. It's not really important. I don't care if you're anonymous. If you are registering or reporting a score, it is really important that you leave your game tag, because if you do not, your score will not be reported in the brackets and therefore not count. And or if you are registering for a tournament and your name is not correct, people cannot play against you in the tournament, so you'll not play at all. Next is brackets. So to know who you're going to play and when, and who invites who, etc., you're going to click the brackets link. When you click the brackets link, it's going to take you to another website outside of Fleet Battle Tournaments, and the first thing you'll see is this. In this particular scenario, there are 10 players that are going to face each other in a round robin style 3 times. So that means there'll be 27 rounds. In each round, they'll play each other 3 times. Right now, there are 3 players registered, so the rest of them come up as player 4, player 5, player 6, or P4, P5, P6, etc. As new players join, their game tags will switch from, say, P4 to whatever your game tag is. Looking down at the last slot in round 1, so Oz Almighty, that's myself, is to be challenged by player 10. And we play our 3 matches, and player 10 wins 2, Oz Almighty wins 1. So once those scores are reported, it will show up there as 2-1. Then we would move on to individually to round 2, and player 10 would search for his opponent, and I would search for my opponent, until everybody moves down through all the rounds to 27. Now, at any point during the tournament, which, by the way, I should mention, does not have to be finished in hours or days. It's just however long it lasts. So we're not going to rush it. It's leisure, it's relaxed. I don't care if it lasts 3 days or 3 months, really. It doesn't matter. Although, if I feel like somebody's taking way too long, if somebody's been inactive for 3, 4, 5 days, then we'll probably need to just boot them from the tournament. At any rate, at any time during the tournament, you can scroll down past the bracket section and you'll come to a score chart, and you can check your personal progress or the progress of the tournament itself, and it'll show you how many wins, loss, ties, whatever that you have, as well as your set wins, tiebreakers, and so on. Moving along, at the end of the tournament, there are awards passed out. Registration for the tournament is free, and therefore I'm not giving monetary awards or cash or anything like that. There are awards, and I'll show those later. But the winners do receive awards, and the history of awards throughout the current tournament and tournaments past would show up in this link. Below that, it explains the chat icon and how to report scores and so on. Reporting scores, it's really important that you do it properly so that your score is reported properly or reported at all. If you report a name or a score improperly, it may not show up in the brackets. So, next. So the first thing you got to do, obviously, is to open up your Fleet Battle app. Once you're at the main screen, you're going to go ahead and hit Start Game and go to Multiplayer Online. Go down to Play with Friends, and then here you're going to be able to enter a name, and this is where it's really important that your game tag that you've submitted is correct, because when people send you invites, they're going to have to be able to get it correct. So if there's spaces, capital letters, dashes, etc., it needs to be proper. So let's say I need to invite Bob with a capital B dot the, and let's say he's got
G, little R, big E, little A, big T, Bob the Great, or whatever. Um, if the game is case sensitive, you're going to need to make sure that this is correct. So then you're going to hit search. This person probably doesn't exist, but if he did, it would then take me to a match with Bob the Great. And it's that simple.
So it's really important that you get your names correct. I know that there are spaces in the game, and so that would be important if a player's name has, say, a space in it. That would be important. But it is also possible that capital and small letters play a part in it as well. So we have to make sure that we get everything exactly as the game tag is in the game. So if you have dots, dashes, capital letters, small letters, when you register, you need to make it so. Um, Likewise, when you're inviting a player, searching for a player, you need to type in your search exactly as it shows in the brackets, assuming that that person registered their name correctly. So, on to the awards. There are four categories of awards for Fleet Battle tournaments. Um, the obvious one would be the champion. That would be the third from the left, is the champion of the entire tournament in general. Moving to the left would be second place, will get a second place award. And further left is a sniper award. And the way sniper works is if you have had a really incredible match where, say, you sunk all or most of the enemy fleet in one turn, you know, you've exhausted very few shots to win your game. You should screenshot that game and submit it uh, during the course of the tournament or at the end, either way. Um, at the end of the tournament, all of the screenshots will be reviewed. The person with the best overall um, game during the tournament would win the sniper award. So probably the best way to do that would be join the Facebook community and submit it there. Um, and I will collect all those throughout the tournament and look at who had the best game during the tournament. That person would win Sniper Award. Grand Champion Award to the far right, the way that works is anyone that's won more than one tournament is a grand champion. So if you win tournament 1 and 2 or 1 and 5 or 2 and 12 or whatever, or 2, 3 and 5 or whatever, you are a grand champion and you will win a grand champion award. All tournament awards will come with your custom game tag in them, and the Grand Champion Award will also include the number of tournaments won and the dates of all of the tournaments won, and all other awards include the date of the tournament that you won. So basically, that's the tutorial on Fleet Battle tournaments, how they'll work. I believe that I covered everything. If I didn't, if I've missed something, if there's any questions, feel free to join Fleet Battle tournaments community and ask me, and I will be happy to address them. As well, you can always send me a private chat via the website, that chat link there that's down on the bottom left. Again, that section there is anonymous if you don't leave a game tag. So if you don't want to say something publicly, feel free to do it that way. that's always available to you. And until then, I hope to see all of you, everyone, on the high seas, and I'll take you down.